Good Vibes Only podcast.
Check it now at the podcast, man. Good vibes on. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't.
Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2. Oh my goodness, episode 2 of the Good Vibes Only podcast. Thank you for tuning in. We're so appreciative of the audience that we're gonna build and the audience that we already have. So we got an interesting topic this week. What's the topic?
The topic for this week is your career for sure?
Like, is it for sure, or is it just like temporary? What we want to get from this podcast episode is, even if you don't figure out what your career or your dream is, you have some questions to kind of ask yourself, and then you'll be chilled with, figuring out what you want to do, right?
Most definitely.
Yeah. So.
We will be playing some beats in the background, all courtesy of Audio Boy Studio.
Big up Zeke.
Good
Thank you so much.
My brother.
Yeah, for all your production needs. You want a studio, you want some beats. It's top tier, so check them out on Instagram.
Audio Boy Zeke, alright? And we'll drop a link in the description. We'll try to give as much link as possible.
Yes, we're sharing the platform. Yeah. There's so much to come in terms of sharing our platform and letting everybody know like who we work with. We're not gatekeepers around here. Most
definitely. So yeah, these beats are special beats here, just like handed to me, and
he cooked up.
So all the young bulls, definitely, if you guys want a professional recording, if you need to buy beats, all that stuff, we got 2 rooms right now down there that's done. He also sponsored me a room, so that'll be in the future where I'll go in and we'll have a shoot. So I have a room for myself down there for me and my partner. Right,
and oftentimes we might be traveling, so we might be in New York or Jamaica, anywhere. So we hope to like continue the episodes and bring a vibe to the thing.
Most definitely. I'm seeing the podcast travel.
Yeah, like podcast on the go. Anywhere with that, we'll not get the episode. Right. Unless it's a family vacation, because we value family time.
Yeah, we don't want. Yeah.
But we're going to plan for that.
What if my sons wants to come in here? What you think? Should I bring
that? Would be amazing. We could ask them some questions. Or we could do even the marshmallow challenge, where we leave them with the marshmallow and see like who be like, don't eat it until I come back.
Okay.
We could do some kid friendly stuff,
True.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay. Again, guys, thank you for coming in on the second episode. We really appreciate it. I know we've been talking about it a lot. This is something that me and I'm gonna call you Jamelia.
You say you're from government. Zoe.
I call you Zoe. Alright. Every day I'm gonna call her babes.
It sounds strange too when on a partner calling them by on a government. Like, what are you doing? Like, did I do something wrong?
No,
anyways.
No, babes, did I do nothing wrong? True.
Jamelia,
be like, cute. Listen, my people.
Don't do that.
Listen, it's babe for me. It's Jamelia for you. Alright?
Or it's Zoe. Some people know me as Zoe.
Yeah.
So, either one.
Or Miss Barrett.
Miss Barrett.
Dr. Barrett.
Okay.
Damn,
or Barrett Dunkley. You never know.
Oh. Jeez.
Wow, right?
How your father feel about this?
What you mean? How is he supposed to feel?
Yo, throw off the last name, the bibs. I think you should do just Dunkley.
Okay, Dunkley it is.
Damn.
Y'all heard it here first.
Big up her dad.
Yes, daddy.
Big him up.
Well, I gotta let you watch this, but big up my father. Right, you. If I never for you, I wouldn't dare.
Alright. So the first question in our topic, again, our topic is your career for sure. Now let me explain why I want to name the podcast off this, and this is our topic. A lot of people in jobs, and jobs are different from career. So
True.
Most definitely, a lot of people might be working in in Wendy's or McDonald's,
Sales.
and that's definitely can be a career if
Or
you
fast
turn it
food.
into a career. But if you want it as a job, then you're gonna go and you're gonna do your 9 hours. You're not gonna try to build. You just don't care. That's what you're doing. If you want to build a career, you go in as a cashier and then or cleaning person or whatever, and then move you up, and then you become a foreman and become a supervisor, and then next thing you know, you're running multiples different different store.
Yeah,
within
and
that.
this is not to like look down on any position. Like
Right.
if I feel like people do care, like if it's a job too, because they do their best wherever they are.
Yeah.
So it's not to look down on any type of job. It's whatever you choose and what you're good with should be good with everybody else. It's your
Right.
decision and it's your life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. With those, is it the job different from the career?
Okay.
It's up to you to make it a job or a career.
For what it is. Okay.
So, my first question, and I'm gonna ask, and we're gonna have a caller call in, so we'll definitely ask him these questions. We're just gonna go over it with ourselves, so you guys get familiar and stuff like that,
And then get a different opinion.
get a different opinion. So we have a caller, which is our first guest that was there, and also our
Yeah,
partner
DJ
also.
Fogger.
DJ Fargo.
Big
So,
up.
he's right now at work.
Yeah.
So that's his career again, and we like to know about his career because now we're here and it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock right now, and he's
Yeah, I
working.
think it's after 10.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
at work right now. So most definitely, my question is, and this one is blunt.
Yeah, you've been saying my question is, but
I'm gonna have you ask a couple questions, but mine is what career are you in right now, or are you in a career?
Okay. So I'm a social worker. I work at a middle school and also, well, it's a K through 12 school. So I'm a social worker in a school setting.
Okay.
I do one-to-one counseling. I do group counseling. I do behavioral health plan. Like I help students with mental health issues. I help them find resources if they need to. Like if they're homeless, I help them to, get situated. If they're in foster care, there's so much that goes on in social work. And it doesn't have to be within a school. My internship was at a hospital before, so
I remember
Yeah.
you giving me that list, and I to tell you the honest, I don't remember 50% of the stuff that you can do.
y'all see this?
Yeah, but I know it's a lot.
Yeah.
that's a
It's
lot.
very wide ranging what we can do.
Right.
For sure.
Got you. Well, for me, and I'm a professional electrician.
You.
I like to add professional to it because that's my hobby.
Hey, it's your
Yeah,
you
and,
had the right.
definitely
Standing
like
truth.
definitely in a career for sure. Everyone's gonna need an electrician.
Oh yeah. It's not gonna go out of style.
Auntie Bet, Auntie Pam, they all gonna need an electrician.
Why Auntie Bet and Auntie Pam? Never mind. Sorry.
Auntie Jasmine. So everyone will need an electrician. We're here. We're gonna browse through the questions, and then we're gonna tell you how to know if you're in the right.
And navigating or start to
Navigating.
get your mind thinking. And
mind
if you
going.
guys want to know more about our individual professions, please let us know. Make some comments, and then hopefully we'll get to respond to you guys.
Alright.
So my question is, why did you choose this career? Did it choose you, or you chose it?
Definitely chose me.
Okay.
This electrical thing chose me. All right. This is why I'm doing it, and this is why I'm good at my stuff. A lot of times, babe, going to houses, I don't know where to start. And
Right,
it's
it's
like
a
the
puzzle.
work talk to me.
Yeah.
And it's like I'll definitely know, but all right, go here, and I'll figure it out by the end of the day. Of course, with the help of 2 Red Bull, but
We're gonna table that Red Bull conversation for later.
All right.
That's
Definitely.
I think it's an addiction.
It's
But
an
okay.
addiction. Yeah. So I think it chose me at a younger age. For me, I started off with wiring sound system. So
Yeah.
I started building a sound
Hello.
system in my house.
His sound system in his car right now.
Bizarre.
The price, I'm not even going. We're not even going. Nope.
Yeah, most definitely. So I started off at a tender age.
Yeah.
So what happened was way before I even knew that that's what I wanted. I usually start off with I'll cut the jack plugs off headphones and I'll wire them to speakers and walk around with it and a Walkman. with cassette.
Yo, you just
Walkman.
dated us. Cassette and Walkman,
Yeah,
like
definitely a 90s
Oh,
kid,
we're
yeah.
we're
90s kids.
Wow.
So, for all your young bulls who don't know Walkman and don't know CD players,
You know what? A Walkman had to come before you got your iPod.
MP4 players,
You know,
all
those
that.
type of things. So, don't come at us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I had a Walkman, and from there, I remember coming up. I always want to build a system. So I started playing with wires, until like one time I ended up spending, like a mini vacation at my uncle's house. Again, he's a professional electrician.
Okay, so you had someone in your family.
I had someone in my family that was an electrician, and going out with them, and working, I basically just fell in love with the skill and knew that that's exactly what I want. My dad is a general contractor, GC, and he's everything a man can do. You name it, super dad, everything. So, but I just didn't want to do construction because I know that I love electrical. So, definitely that chose me. How about you?
I grew into mine. So when I was in primary school, which is the equivalent of elementary school here, I said I wanted to be a pediatrician.
Okay.
But there's a logic to like my timeline. I knew I wanted to help, and I knew my population would have been kids.
Okay.
Which my population that I work with now is students, kids and their families. So I wanted to be a pediatrician. So I kept that dream. I even went to a young doctors, future doctors program in 10th grade. Loved just like the hands-on experience.
Yeah.
Then I went to undergrad, Arcadia University, and I decided to do the pre-med route, and I hated it.
You hate it.
Freshman year, that freshman 15 too, all that stuff, like getting used to get independence and all of that.
Yeah.
I hated it. I was not enjoying school. I was going to tutoring lessons, labs would be I'll be stellar in labs, but the 3-hour lectures used to kill me. 8:30 in the morning, nah. But I was taking some sociology courses then, and I was like, you know what? We always talk about with experiences and how that impact how we move day to day.
Yeah.
I realized that I went to the counselor and I was talking to her. Our Caribbean parents there when we go to college and stuff like that, they want you to do the typical careers, lawyer,
you name it.
So I went to the counselor and I was talking to her and I was like, you know what? I'm terrified to change my major. I don't know what I'm going to change it to. And she gave me some good, she's like, what are you taking now? And I was like, oh, I'm taking this class. She's like, what class do you really enjoy right now? And it was a sociology course where you talk about experiences and how it impact how you grew up and just tangible things that I could make sense of.
Did she give you a list?
A list of what?
When you went to her and tell her that the meds that you were the thing that you were in undergrad, it was so difficult for you, did she be like, hey, I have a handbook or
she was a counselor that I saw very often in terms of the program that I entered college in. She was kind of a person that checked over a couple of the students like myself to make sure that we were transitioning fine. So she knew I was going to tutors. She knew I was in the library. So she knew quite a few stuff.
Okay.
So, talking to her and she was like, since you already enjoy social, did you know that there's a sociology degree? And I'm like, wait, what? I can make a degree out of this?
You can make a degree out of anything right now.
That's true too.
Yeah.
So, switched my major and I'm not telling you no lie. It was difficult to tell my parents.
Yeah.
Because I felt like a disappointment towards them changing my major.
Yeah.
But biology, I feel like at the time was may I study for then spit up back the same definition of the study.
I remember we talked about this in the first episode when I actually took full charge of the camera and pointed it and I was like, yo, to the young bulls, and the parents, please allow these kids to choose what they want.
Absolutely.
Allow them to be comfortable in what. There's so much stuff right here. So is it really? Do you want? I don't know. Do you want them to be happy and can make a living, or are you thinking about the living and not be happy?
Yeah,
You
which
know?
a lot of people
So-
do that with careers. But when I made that switch, I was like, my experiences counted towards my educational journey.
Right.
So working with this one professor, I love her to death, Dr. Larry. Like,
Dr. Larry.
she was a social worker. She wore so many hats, and she was all about the people. She pro-black, like everything, and the passion that I had. Like, she and Dr. Garcia like nurtured that and provided an environment. Listen, you need teachers when nurture you in terms of different things, like wholeheartedly,
Right.
not just about the studies, but about your well-being and you as a person. Any teacher will respect you on that level and care for you. You're gonna want to learn, you're gonna want to push forward, and if you have the family to back you as well,
Yeah.
straight up. So I told my parents, they weren't happy, but look at me now. I
You're super
completed
happy.
undergrad and I have my master's in social work.
I must say your mom and your dad is super proud.
Of
and
course,
super
made
happy.
them proud. Like the first masters, like
Yeah. Especially
so
now with your
you
job
have
too.
Exactly. So you
Yeah.
have to take the reins of your own life and figure out where you want.
Definitely. Well, this question, I don't know if it makes sense, but I'm still gonna ask: do you hate your career?
I don't. But I feel like if I stayed in biology or pre-med, I probably would have hated it. And would be, and I don't want to do a career just for the money and to get up and just hate your job. They said if
Right.
you do what you love, you don't work a day in your life. Now, it's many meanings to that. Of course, you're
Definitely.
gonna be working. Of course, you're gonna be tired, but you're not gonna get up and be like, I can't believe this is my life. An organization can change that for you.
Definitely, because we're the millennials, and I'm telling you, like I said, the elderly people, we disagree a lot with your parables. We would definitely disagree.
No, I
lot.
use them a lot too.
We use the ones that make sense.
You have to make it make sense for you,
Right.
and however it fits for you.
Because
So
how
of
you gonna
course,
tell me if I love my thing, right? Hold on.
if you love your job,
If I love my job, I'll never work a day in my life. I get up every day, I sweat, I work hard.
yes, but I feel like you're misunderstanding. But
I
we're
know
not
what
gonna
they're
go
saying.
in.
They're saying it's not gonna be hard if you love it. Basically.
You're gonna find the energy to get up and go the next day. But again, you know, if you have a horrible organization to work for, a horrible boss,
Yeah.
that's gonna be frustrating. But if you are your own boss and you call the shots, you're gonna find the willpower to get up and work hard and be grateful for where you are.
Right. Most
So
definitely.
yeah, I feel like that's where it
That's a
kind
no.
of, you know.
That's a no for you. You don't hate your career.
No, I don't.
Probably.
Sorry, I gave him this long answer.
Right. And again, that's cool. But I don't even want to go in if you hate your organization or not. That's cool because you never
Yeah.
know who's watching you here.
I know.
Listen, for me, I can say this. I don't care. Alright? But we're not going there.
We're not
not.
you live and you learn, right?
Yeah.
Because if we're gonna have our own, me, you want my own practice. Like I wanna have my own practice. You're gonna have your own company very soon, so look out for that. I'm super proud.
Definitely.
So you know, you learn from. You have to be a worker to then be a boss, like, because then you learn from their mistakes. So yeah, I'm seeing some organizational stuff that I don't like, or some barriers that students and family face because of the school system. And you know, I have it in the back of my head to be like, okay, you know, you have to look out for certain things when it's election time. Like, what does these people put forward in terms of school? What that mean for the families and stuff like that? So you have to think like full circle and be like, all right, when I have my own practice, I'm gonna do the fees for my practice. Like, I want to have a grant where if you can't pay the full fee, you know, you can get a little assistance. So it's not, you can't afford the mental health service that you need. So it's like different things like that. Students, when I make it and I have my own practice, if I can do that, students come to me for free for at least, a small amount of time
Yeah.
until, they're able to like get things funded, like stuff like that.
All right. Okay, that's totally understand. You really into to help.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
most definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. My next question is: does the organization atmosphere matter?
Yeah, which we kind of like started talking about it. But if it's a real messy situation, it just adds to the level of stress that you already have to deal with. These kids have mental health issues, which is not of their fault. They're experiencing trauma and stuff that they have to work through at home.
Okay.
So then with a school system that is so shabby or like doesn't care for them and suspend them all the time, and all of that just add to the trauma that they're bringing from home, is not conducive.
Gotcha.
So the atmosphere does matter. It does matter for my personal health.
Yeah.
And the people that are within that organizational personal health.
Gotcha. All right. I mean, mine does, but in construction, nobody cares.
Maybe they should care. Maybe they should hire me to be
Yeah.
a mental health consultant.
Construction is really rough. It's for the roughest and the toughest.
And the fittest.
And I think they're trying to level it out right now, where females can enter and not be.
Thank the Lord after 100 years.
How long we've been on Earth?
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I've seen company. I work for one guy. He's trying to make sure there's a balance to everything. I worked with a lawyer before. He's trying to balance.
I saw
that
there was
out.
a summer camp that bring girls to construction sites.
And training. Yeah,
that was pretty dope.
Too. Yeah, most definitely. So, but how would you feel if I'm working with a female electrician as my partner?
I don't feel any type of way because I should be able to trust you. Now, are you gonna be cracking and flirting with jokes? Just think of it like, this is so off topic, but if I have male counterpart as social workers or teachers,
which I call you every day and make sure they're not talking to you.
No, you don't. Anyways, I'm the type of person. Yes, but I'm the type of person that I don't flirt with nobody.
Okay.
So it's you me I worry about, not she.
Well, maybe that's why they keep the woman off the construction site.
No,